I met Dr. Owen Flanagan after hearing his lecture titled, "Is Happiness Possible?" at a happiness conference. He calls himself a Platonic hedonist, the emphasis on hedonist. In fact, he says hedonism is a misunderstood word, that it can help pave a path to happiness, in fact. He knows this as he has had contact with some of the brightest minds on the planet, including the Dalai Lama. In 1989, as a scholar on the subjects of Western psychology and philosophy, Owen was selected to educate the Dalai Lama as to the nature of emotions in the West.
Well, I told him things. I remember a few moments. I said to him, here are two important moments in my conversations with him. One was when I said to him, I said, some people in the West, when they think about human nature, think that we're either, some people think we're completely selfish, like Thomas Hobbes did. So Hobbes said, life in the state of nature, if we let out our natural selves, is nasty, brutish, and short, because there's a war of each against each. You're watching what I have, and I'm watching what you have, and I want what you have, and you want what I have. And so, so I explained that to him, and I said, and he had heard about that too. And then I said, a few people say that we're part egoists and partly compassionate, but no one ever has said in the West that we're innately compassionate, like you said. Now, he was a little bit surprised about that. Although he did say in response, he said, well, I don't quite believe that we're really sort of innately nice. It's more that we have the capacity.
And really, in the Buddhist way, they expand on and they spend a great deal of time developing that capacity. Is
That's
that
right. Absolutely, yeah. So, so there's long traditions in enhancing and growing that capacity. And one interesting thing is, like, what's the argument for growing that capacity as opposed to some other capacity? Like in Chinese tradition, you'll get things like growing filial piety or respect for your elders and your family. We don't see that as much in something like Buddhism, and you don't see the Buddhist emphasis on extreme compassion and loving kindness in Western, say, Greek ethics. You just don't see it.
To find out the answer to the question, is happiness possible, go to the full interview at ConsciousMediaNetwork.com.